Hey guys, what's up? I know I've been gone for a hot minute. You know, your girl's going through a lot of different changes and shifts. I posted it on my Instagram, so if you haven't seen it, well, I just posted the notice that I'm going through a lot of different changes, as in the reason why I've been gone. Don't mind my hair. I'm doing a pre-poo right now. If you don't know what a pre-poo is, it's just where you find an oil that's extremely moisturizing. Like, for some people, jojoba oil, coconut oil does not work well for my hair. My hair hates it. But some people, coconut oil, and you leave it in there for, I say, up like 30 minutes, 45 to an hour, just to help the absorption of moisture, and so that washing your hair is not as drying. That's why it's called a pre-poo. So before you shampoo your hair, you put the oil in, leave it on there for, like I said, that long X amount of time, or however much time you have, and then wash it all out. And then your hair is like really soft. I really needed this though, because I live in Midland, Texas, and the water here is dangerously drying. Very drying, you know, so can't wait to move out of here. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, I've just been going through a lot of different changes and shifts that I'm still currently going through. More so spiritual and energetic than anything. Some of them are physical, but there are other people involved as well. So, you know, or family members involved as well. So, yeah. But this is my Divine Masculine Cancer and Cancer Cusp reading. So, and remember that genders do not matter. You can be a woman and be a Divine Masculine. It just depends on whatever energy you lean into the most. So I want to give you guys a moment. Go ahead to stop and pause the video so that you're able to center yourself, get grounded, find a steady breath, release all your tensions in your body, the muscles in your body, release the furrow in your brow. You know, if you have any tensions in your body, go ahead and release all that so that you're able to be open to receiving the truth from these messages. Whatever does not resonate with you is not the truth for you, and whatever does is. We are here to accept all of our truths so that we are able to move forward divinely. Okay. So I don't quite have an outline. I forgot to make one because I said I was going to start doing that to, you know, be more time conscious, but I'm going to try. So we're going to first start out by seeing the overall energy for July, since that is very close to coming up and June is already almost over. So you got the Emperor, that's the masculine energy. So I'll stop there. So we have the Emperor, like I said, that's divine masculine energy. That has to do, that's very action oriented energy. It can be kind of rigid depending on how you see it. But masculine energy is also very much in the physical, very focused in the physical. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is interpreted as, and excuse like if I interpret this wrong, I don't know how to speak French yet, but a lot of these are in French, but it's Ogun Ferrel and or Ferrel, I don't know. But anyway, this is the Five of Swords. So there may be something that you guys are afraid of, because either afraid of losing or because you've lost something that's instilled a sense of fear within you. Let's see what this is about. This also could have to do with something that you've either been through or something that you have put somebody through. Because the Five of Swords has to do with challenge, difficulties, conflicts. Yeah. I also see it as a card of sometimes like doing somebody wrong. Let's see what comes out with this though. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Oh, sorry. Ace of Swords. So for some of you, this may be about feminine, or a person that you shared a strong connection with, a deep, strong soul connection with, that you guys had a very turbulent connection. This is someone, this may be a fire sign, feminine, either Sagittarius. I'm trying to memorize my fire signs. Well, all my signs, honestly. So Sagittarius, Aries, and whatever the other fire sign is. But yeah, this may be someone that is a fire sign. This may be someone who owns a black cat. I'm just saying that because there is a black cat on the bottom of the card there. But someone who you have a turbulent connection with. This may also be about a mother figure who you also have tensions with. Either tensions or, let me see. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles. So, like I was saying, this looks like it's about a connection that there was no balance. There was no balance, no equal give and take of emotion, energy, time, communication. I get that you may have been very closed off, or this person was closed off with you while you guys were in a connection, if you aren't currently. What is this Queen of Wands about? Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, to clarify, we got the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like there was a codependent connection between you and this feminine. There was or is a codependent connection between you and this feminine. And we have the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Let me get one more with this Ace of Swords. Okay, now we have the feminine card. So we have both the masculine and the feminine card. This is the Empress and this is the Emperor here. Two different decks. And this is the other clarification for this Ace of Swords. For a lot of you, I feel like with this feminine, there's a lot you were holding back. There was a lot you were holding back and hiding. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and at the top, we have the that's the Seven of Pentacles, and at the top, this is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups has to do with confusion. Seven of Pentacles is more of a waiting or a patient energy, but with this, I got holding back. Holding back, and aside from holding back from this feminine, you were also holding back some things from yourself, not in a way that's like, or I should say, it was in a way that's like you have things that you may have buried down that showed up within the connection with this person. This person may have triggered certain things that you were trying to ignore within yourself, certain things that you really didn't want to deal with within yourself, and this person drudged them up. What about this Six of Pentacles? I get there's also there's a lack of self-love as well, possibly on both ends for this feminine and yourself. And with the Six of Pentacles, we got the Page of Swords. I had to sneeze, sorry. It went away, I hate that. But anyway, I feel like with this this Page of Swords, you guys, you masculines didn't feel like you had the capacity to give this feminine what she wanted, or even fully reveal yourself. You know, you were only giving her parts of yourself. Yeah, you're only giving her parts and pieces of yourself. There was a lot of fear involved. A lot of you masculines may have felt weak. You may feel weak within this connection, like a weak person. Not just about this connection, it goes deeper than that. I want to kind of clarify this Five of Swords on its own. What does Five of Swords have to do with? What is it about? So the Knight of Pentacles. Let me get one more. I'm not going to take those because the way they fell. Well, might as well. So we have the Hierophant and the Sun. Excuse me. Hierophant and the Sun, sorry. And this is the Page of, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so a lot of you masculines felt like you couldn't be what this feminine wanted for whatever reason. And I feel like part of that reason is because of a lot of things that went on in your past that you have not faced yet. Things that you have not faced yet, and they showed up within this connection, and they may still be showing up in your life right now through other connections that you have with friends, family members, the connection that you have with yourself. If you guys have things, truths that you know are present, but you put them on a back burner, whether you say you're going to deal with them later, or it's like, I just have my own way of dealing with things. Everyone does have their own way of healing, but making the choice not to heal is not a healing process. Is not a healing process. It is not going to do anything. In fact, it's going to take away from you. It's going to take away from the things that you genuinely want in your life, what you want from yourself, because it will show up. It will show up. What is this Four of Pentacles about when it comes to this Queen of Wands? When I see this Four of Pentacles with this Queen of Wands, I feel like you masculines, it may not have been intentional, but I feel like a lot of you masculines were keeping this feminine because you enjoyed her energy. You enjoyed her being there, but you didn't want to go too in depth. Because this next card that I got out was, I don't read reversals too often. I'm still trying to get used to them. But in this case, I'm keeping it reversed. This is the Strength card. Like I said, you were feeling weak. You lacked the courage and strength to fully open yourself up. Because you couldn't open yourself up to this feminine because there are things that you haven't faced yourself. So to open yourself up and share these things with this person, it scares you. You know, it scares you. And It's kind of like when someone buys some new shoes and a friend's like, can I borrow those? And like, bro, I haven't even worn them yet. No, you know, it's kind of like that. Terrible analogy, but it's kind of like that, you know. It showed up in getting defensive. It showed up in projection. You know, some of you may have projected a lot of these frustrations, these angers, these hurts that you've held on to. So let's see what else comes through. Hold on. See, and with this, whenever I clarified the Five of Swords, the Ogun Fakael, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Sun, you guys were very much in your logic, very much in your masculine energy. Okay, so you guys are all divine masculines, as far as I know. I'm sure I have some divine feminines watching, and you can cross watch for a divine masculine if that's what you want to do, but I'm getting that there is a light and there is a warmth that this feminine had, and you feel like you lost it. You feel like you lost it because you were wasting time. Not necessarily wasting time, but you're putting your time elsewhere, which is fine. You know, it's okay to focus on yourself, focus on your goals, your journey. In fact, that's what you're supposed to do. But if you're doing that to avoid something else, then it's detrimental to you pretty much. Yeah, you may be doing well here, and you may not be because of that, because you have things that you're avoiding, you know. So anything that you know you're needing to face or deal with, do it now. Do it now. Okay, so that your relationships can be healthier, your connections with other people can be healthier, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself can be healthy. Like I said, all of these things show up either in certain points of your life or just in your entire being, you know. Let's see what else comes through. Let me get like 3 more. What else is going on when it comes to the divine masculines? 7 of Pentacles came out. Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you rushed into this. This was something that you rushed into. With this Knight of Wands, yeah, this is something that you went into passionately, and you may not have really had an end game in mind. Like, you didn't really consider where things would end up if you were to pursue this connection, pursue this person. So you went in hastily. Let me get a clarification for this 8 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like I was saying earlier, the work that you were doing was, yes, it's things that you love to do. There are things that you love to do or things that you have passion for, and they may not be. It could just be a job. Either way, you're doing this to avoid something else. Okay, so you're not doing these things. Yeah, and then we have the Devil here to clarify the 8 of Pentacles. So the Devil indicates codependency. It indicates certain addictions. It can be addiction to drugs, addiction to lying, addiction to sex, addiction to whatever, any sort of addiction to another person. And that is codependency. But I feel like a lot of you were using work to avoid something else. I want to get more with that. to avoid the depth of this connection, even the depth of yourself. What else for this? What else for this? Eight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups here. I'm not using that. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups. So the Ten of Cups, Three of Cups with the Devil. Other people may have been involved too. You may have gotten other people involved. This other person may have gotten other people involved. But more so, because I got the masculine at the beginning of this reading, I feel like this is more so about you masculines rather than it being about someone else. So, but it can be. Take this as it resonates, you know. But I feel like I feel like you guys felt like you had, like, you were dipping your fingers into multiple pots to feel something. And this goes with some of you that may have been numbing, you know. So none of the connections, well, to a certain extent, none of the connections that you made, including with this person, were very deep. They were, like I said, I feel like you were dipping into multiple pots to feel something, to feel joy, to feel good. And I feel like you were also doing that because when you felt like you were going too far with this feminine, you had to go somewhere else. You had to dip back into this other pot because, like, okay, I've had enough of this one, you know? And you know what? I'm gonna get feelings. What's going on with the feelings? What are the feelings that these masculines have? There's fear. We have the Moon that came out first. Three of Wands, waiting. Four of Swords, meditation, contemplation. So you guys' feelings, what you're currently doing right now, because this Moon, like I said, is about fear, but it's also about not knowing. It's about mystery. You know, it's kind of like you guys are in a place where, and let me get more with this Four of Swords. You're contemplating, you're kind of mulling over everything that went down between you and this feminine, mulling over yourself, your journey, your own path. I can pick this up. Let me get one more with this Four of Swords because I just got the Chariot to clarify the Four of Swords. No. Probably take this Tower, keep that off to the side, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So you guys are mulling over whether or not to handle this, to take care of this, what went down in the past, both in your own past and the past between you and this person, whether or not you're going to clear things up, whether or not you're going to open up and be honest. Because I have the Tower here as well. You guys know that significant changes will come through you moving forward with opening up to this person. But you don't know exactly what changes this will bring, what's going to come with it. And you're afraid of that. But you do want this new beginning in the physical. You do desire this. It's kind of like you guys wish you can skip certain steps. You can't do that, okay? If you're gonna go in, you need to go all in. That's why the connection was so turbulent between you and this other person, because you felt you were unable to go all in, which is true. You were unable to go all in because you had baggage that you needed to deal with, that a lot of you may still be needing to deal with and take care of. What about this moon? The Six of Swords. So, yeah, you guys are just unsure of the outcome. So, what about this Three of Wands? Three of Wands. Okay. So with the Three of Wands, I got the Emperor again. It did turn up reversed. There's that weakness, you know. And this is not me saying you guys are weak. This is me seeing that you guys feel too weak to approach this situation, to take care of the situation. So you're not sure if things will ever be okay between you and this other person, you know. And it looks like you guys aren't exactly okay with that, but you're coping the best way that you can, which is work. And then on the side, I had the Page of Wands. Yeah, with this Page of Wands, I got the Five of Swords again, which is this. Five of Swords again. Okay. And the Page of Wands with the Five of Swords, I get that there was a lot of immaturity, but you're bound to be emotionally immature when you haven't allowed yourself to go through the healing process that you need to. So emotional immaturity is, I mean, that's the fruit from that. You know, that's what comes from that. When you choose to numb yourself, you know, when you choose to ignore the problems that you have, it can turn into narcissism or emotional immaturity, you know, being a danger for someone emotionally. So let's see what, what's it called? Let's see. At the bottom here, we have, what is this? The Star. I think this is the Star. At the bottom, we have the Star. Oh, and at the top, we have the Lovers. So a lot of you guys do hope for a reconnection between you and this person, but you're feeling weak. You're feeling too weak, too afraid to handle this. And again, I feel like a lot of you you still have some healing to do and go through. But you do, in order for you to be able to move forward and open yourself up, you know, pretty much doing what you desire to do, for you to be able to do that, like I said, you need to be able to go all in. And the only way for you to go all in is for you to allow yourself to heal from whatever it is you're needing healing from. Everything, whether it be past relationships with your family, past relationships with other people, friendships, whatever it is, or just things in life that you've gone through, you have to heal that, or else it will show up in your relationships, in your friendships, in your work, in yourself, in your entire being. Let's see what comes through here, and then I'll close out this reading. Didn't mean for it to stretch out this long, but I did talk when we started, so. Okay. What else for Divine Masculine? Cancer and Cancer cusps. I'm just gonna pull them first. Some from here as well. What else for Divine Masculine? Cusps, Cancer, Cancer cusps. So we first have astral travel caution needed. Okay, so get the book to refer to this, because I think there was something in here. Wrong book. Oh wait, there it is. Give me a second, guys. So I only read what I'm guided to. So astral information and experiences are affected by fear-based thoughts and energy frequencies. Okay, so I did say that a lot of fear was showing up for you masculines. Fear of opening up to the self, fear of opening up to others. For some of you, I get that you may even have a fear that things will never get better. Like you're afraid that you'll always be this way, you know, that you'll always sabotage relationships, or that you'll always just be this cold person towards other people. But it's like, you're not that. You will never become that until you decide that that is what you are. So you have the power to avoid that, and you have the power to be that, okay? To embrace that. It says, keep your vibration high and alert your senses to any unwanted energetic connections that could influence you in a negative and spiritually abusive way. So if you guys, I get that this may have ties to do with your past. If you guys are in an environment where you're around people, that includes family members, that don't make you feel emotionally safe, if and whenever it's possible, you need to get yourself out of that situation. That includes relationships and people that you have connections with, friends, you know, intimate relationships, because that you are exchanging energies with people, whether it's just a conversation, whether it's sex, you know, that is part of intimacy. You know, you are receiving and giving energy to and from other people. So it says, primarily an astral experience allows individuals to be an observer, a witness to surroundings such as environments, past events, people, and our own forgotten experiences, including those long before our physical sense of visual or memory recall. So I know this says astral, but this is simply talking about observing your own energy, observing your memories from the past, observing your emotions, your thoughts, and how you process them, and analyze them and break it down from there. You know, ask yourself questions as to why you handle things a certain way, why you are a certain way, you know, and how you can change that. Then we have Between Worlds. Oh, and this was the number 3. This next one is the number 5. Between Worlds and New Directions. New directions, new perspectives, okay? I also get transition with this. So in this reading, in the month of July, I really feel like you'll be going through transitions that push you to do the work that you're needing to do. Not in the physical, okay? You've already been doing plenty of that, all right? You can keep that up, you can keep that going, but the shit that you've been avoiding and doing work instead, it's time to face that this July, okay? And time to clear that out. And I am getting that in certain ways you will be forced to do this. Now, you do have the freedom to choose not to. You know, you could fight it and just choose to stay the same way, the same person with the same mindset, the same process of thinking, but you will not get to where you want to be. You know, you won't get to where you want to be by doing that. You'll be holding yourself back. Okay, because you have this burden, this weight of a burden on you, even if it's from long past. Okay, and then we have Cosmic Ancestors, voice your concerns. This is talking about connecting with your ancestors. This talks about connecting with your higher self, connecting with your inner child. These are all different aspects and levels of yourself. Your ancestors are here Whenever I reach out to my ancestors, I specify and say, I call out to my ancestors that have my highest and best interest in mind. Because our ancestors were people too, and people be doing some crazy shit. So you want to reach out to the ancestors who have your highest interest in mind, your highest favor in mind. I don't know why my forehead's itching. But also, this is also just about connecting to God's source. I'm learning about African spirituality. So if you ever hear me say the name Olodumare, that just is another name for God, just like Allah. Yeah. So, voicing your concerns. The number 10 here is also about completion. The number 5, I don't know what the number 3 is about exactly. Still learning. But the number 5 can have to do with challenges, but it also has to do with changes. Number 5 for sure is always about changes. And with this saying between worlds, like I said, that's about transitions. Transition is change. So you'll be going through different changes in July that push you deeper into yourself, okay? To get to know yourself better. Then we have prosperity, number 36. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay. I feel like with this, you'll truly be able to, you want to feel something, because that did show up. You wanted to feel something, which is why you made so many different connections. You dipped your hand in so many different pots. This prosperity is going to come. This is something that you will be feeling without having to dip into any pots. Okay? Without having to dip into any pots. I feel like smudging. That's random, but I'm going to go with it. You won't have to dip into any pots because you'll have established that sacred and divine connection with yourself, that deep connection with yourself. And I'll smudge you guys too. So this feeling of prosperity, the feeling of abundance, before you see it in the physical, you have to feel it within yourself first. And the only way you'll be able to feel it is allowing that healing process to take place, masculines. All right, this is Rosemary. Next one we have is the Divine Masculine card. That's you, okay? So this is about you, masculines. This is about going deeper into yourself to allow healing to happen so that you're able to feel prosperity and then build prosperity in your physical world, whether that be in love, your finances, your dreams, your goals, everything, okay? You are able to have this, but you need to allow yourself to heal and come together and realign. Then we have, let me read Divine Masculine. This is the frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Wisdom comes through experience, all right? Like I said, you'll be going through plenty of experiences and changes and shifts that will push you into doing this, okay, into healing. The frequency of, this is empowerment, by the way, the number 26, Divine Masculine was the number 22. So the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in deep trust that we are all connected to the same source. Okay? Showing up fully and completely, empowerment. You need to be able to show up for yourself before you're able to show up anywhere else. So you do have the desire to heal the situation between you and this feminine, this other person, whoever it may be. But you're only going to be able to half-ass do that if you do not, again, it comes back to you. If you do not allow yourself to heal, if you do not do your best to connect with yourself, do everything in your power to connect with yourself, all parts of yourself, all layers of yourself, all truths of yourself, okay? And then we have Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This is about balance, okay? This is about balancing these two energies. We all carry masculine and feminine energies, all right? Whether you want to accept it or not, it's there. You can lie to yourself about it, but it's there, okay? I have masculine energy in me. A man, if they were here, you know, would have feminine energy in them. I just want to continue to drill that into you. And then, so the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection of all creation. So these are very similar. They both have to do with expressing yourself openly and having an understanding. Okay? So the masculine is about the strong, focused, active side. Your feminine is about your soft, nurturing, and receptive. Receptive means receiving. Okay? In order for you to receive messages about yourself, in order for you to receive signs and messages from your ancestors, from the divine, you have to be open to that. You have to get in touch with your feminine side. You have to nurture yourself, okay? Mother yourself, masculines. You need this. That is a part of your healing process, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close this reading here. It ran off into 40 minutes pretty much. I did not mean for that to happen, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it and hopefully it resonated with you guys. If it did, please leave comments below. I like to interact. And yeah, just keep an eye out for my next video, which will be for feminines.